right, well, people who live in Beloit are craving a breath of fresh air after a new report found that soot levels in the community are higher than anywhere else in the country. New at 6, JT Siskowski is digging deeper into what's pumping soot into the air and potentially leading to adverse health impacts for people in town.
This new report from IQ Air, an air quality company, found Beloit has concentrations of soot in the air nearly 3 times higher than the World Health Organization's guidelines. It's the worst soot concentrations in the nation. Higher soot levels are linked to lung cancer, increased infant mortality, and asthma. Brittany Keys is a local physical therapist and member of Healthy Climate Wisconsin, an environmental advocacy group.
My initial reaction, I cried. Because this is my community.
She blames the West Riverside Energy Center, a natural gas power plant near the city, as well as pollution from factories and cars.
And here I'm raising my children and I'm involved with the school district and I know these kids and I know the impact that it's having.
The plant is run by Alliant Energy. In response, a spokesperson for the company says, quote, Alliant Energy takes environmental compliance seriously and it is part of our commitment to act for tomorrow. And some residents are blaming Madison and other Wisconsin area communities as much as they are blaming Alliant Energy for the emissions coming out of this plant. Pablo Terral is a professor of environmental studies at Beloit College. He says Beloit's emissions are increasing because of poor climate policy elsewhere. Communities like Madison are pushing for net zero emissions targets, and rather than eliminate their Madison-based carbon footprints, companies are moving those emissions to communities without the leverage to resist.
Madison has a climate plan that requires the city to eliminate its emissions by a target year, and what the Madison utility is doing is transferring those emissions to Beloit.
Keys hopes for a collective solution to public health problems.
I care about my community, our health. Our kids deserve better, right? They deserve to have clean air.
In the town of Beloit, JT Siskowski, 27 News.